Hello, I'm Ben Bellow, and we're here with Change Wars and Summit for Someone with Mr. Eastep. Why are we trying to raise money for Change Wars?
Well, the money that we raise for Change Wars is going to support an organization called Big City Mountaineers, which is a non-profit organization, which means they're not designed to make money, but they run wilderness mentoring programs for inner city teens and teenagers that come from disadvantaged homes and backgrounds.
So, who are disadvantaged teens, and what kind of people are they?
These are the kinds of kids that are at high risk for dropping out of school, getting involved with drugs. They generally come from, I think over 83% of the families that are involved, or the kids that come from these families, are families that are below the poverty line. So 83% of the families are below the poverty line, which means their home makes less than $15,000 a year. So that's the kind of kids that we're helping out. Kids that come from Big Brothers and Big Sisters organizations, from foster homes, from places like that.
So, what is your involvement in Big City Mountaineers?
Well, my involvement mainly is Summit for Someone is the fundraising program that Big City Mountaineers sponsors in order to help raise money to pay for the kids to be able to participate in these mentoring trips. So Summit for Someone actually does several different climbs all around the world, different mountains all around the world, and people sign up for these climbs and pledge to raise certain amounts of money depending on what mountain it is that they're climbing, and that money goes towards Big City Mountaineers. So that's what I'm doing, is pledging to climb Mount Rainier in Washington in order to raise $4,000 for BCM.
So, what is your role in particular when you're climbing the mountain?
Well, we'll be going with a group. My group, I think this year is going to be about 5 to 6 people. So we'll all be working as a team. We'll have a guide who will kind of lead us through the whole thing, somebody that's been out there that works for a guide service out there. But we'll be learning more about how to climb mountains, how to use ropes, how to use all the equipment, and basically how to alpine climb. So it'll be a learning experience as well as giving me just an opportunity to do something I've always kind of wanted to do, which is climb one of the tallest mountains in the northern United States.
So now that you know why we're raising money, how do you do it? Well, you start off, and we have cans in each homeroom, and the point is to get the most pennies and dollars in yours, and silver, such as dimes and nickels, is against you, so it counts off points. So at the end of Change Wars, the people who win are not the people with the most money, it's the people with the most pennies and dollars. And you can sabotage other people's homeroom in your grade or on your team by putting silver in that homeroom's bucket, and you can bring in pennies and dollars for your homeroom to add points to it. And at the end, the people who have the most points are going to get an ice cream party. So raise money for Summit for Someone.